Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm going to talk about tanker tier list. So there are 11 tankers that I can remember on the 7 stars. So let's begin from their tanking capabilities. Okay, each of these tanker have side abilities, but let's talk about them later. I will talk about the most important for a tanker, their tanking capabilities. So let's begin from Seahawk. So Siegheart has innate provoke. Innate provoke is really important because I know that you may say you will bring two tankers in the battle, one for provoke, one for AoE protection. But maybe if the enemy doesn't have something like nasty stop or charm, then I think it is better to bring one tanker who has innate provoke, because I believe your 7 stars character able to take 1 or 2 hits from the enemies after a good break. So Seahawk here has 50% innate provoke, which is very good for him. And good thing about Seahawk is he has an access to both AoE magic and physical protection. I know the magic protection is a cooldown ability and only lasts for 2 turns, but it is really useful because if you watch my video from all for 10-man battle, then Seahawk is really shines there because he able to protect your party from both type attack, okay, without switching. And he also has 100% provoke, so he can absorb that instant death, stop, and charm attack. So really good tanker, Seahawk. And the best thing about Seahawk is he has both massive physical and massive magic mitigation. It is really important because usually the enemy threshold attack is really nasty. So even when you use 7 stars tanker, if you only use normal AoE protection without any massive damage mitigation, your tanker can still dead in the process. But with this 90% physical and magic mitigation, he won't die. Okay, this is really important, especially the magic mitigation for Seahawk, because I believe Seahawk is mainly physical tank, so I believe his spirit is lower than his defense. So with this 90%, he can really good against magical attack too. Also, he has fatal damage protection. So let's say you have used that massive magic mitigation and the damage is still too big, don't worry because you still have chance to survive because of this fatal damage protection. So in my opinion, Seahawk is the best pure tanker at this moment, okay, because this mitigation, okay. And next we have Bosh. Bosh also likes Seahawk because he has AoE magic and physical protection. The bad thing about Bosh is he doesn't have innate provoke, okay. I know that you may say he able to equip Judge Cape or whatever, I forgot, but that's only 30% and you need to take one accessory slot, okay, so that's kind of precious, so you don't want that, I guess. And he doesn't have 100% provoking ability, so if you want to use him as a provoker to absorb instant death, stop, or charm, then you need to give him an accessory like yellow balloon and then equip him with golem to get 100% provoke. That's kind of bad in my opinion. But the biggest weakness from Bosh is he doesn't have massive physical and magic mitigation, so that maybe Bosh can dead from the enemy special attack, but maybe using re-raise he also able to survive, who knows, okay. But for single viewpoint, this is his weakness, doesn't have that mitigation. And next, Mercenary Ramza. Mercenary Ramza is also same like Bosh, he doesn't have innate provoke, so that's already minus in my eyes. And same like Seahawk, his AoE magic protection is a cooldown ability, but I think it is a little bit better than Seahawk because his AoE magic protection lasts for 3 turns, same as the cooldown duration. So you can always use this when the effects are worn off, unless the enemy dispel or Mercenary Ramza dead, then you will get into big trouble. And for AoE physical protection, he has that. It is normal ability, so you don't need to worry if you only use Mercenary Ramza for the AoE physical protection. And yes, luckily he has that 100% provoke, so he can absorb instant KO, stop, and charm. And like Bosh, no massive mitigation. That can be troublesome. Also, no fatal damage protection, so not that good in my opinion. Next, Lilith. Lilith is limited and really nasty on the arena, but I don't think he is that good. Okay, if you take a look on her abilities, innate provoke, yes, she doesn't have that. Not only that, she has minus 50% chance of being targeted, so maybe that's not that bad. But against preemptive attack, not sure. Okay, but yeah, against other, maybe if you don't have provoker, then this minus 50% maybe can backfire you. Maybe because of this ability, your healer gets attacked by single enemy attack. So yeah, quite dangerous. She also able to use magic and physical AoE protection. So both of them are not a cooldown ability like Bosh. So it is where she shines really good, but she doesn't have that 100% provoke. Too bad. The good thing about Lilith is, yeah, she has massive physical and magic mitigation. It is not that big, but yeah, still pretty decent. I think, if I remember correctly, 65%, maybe not 90%, but I think 90% is kind of overkill. So I think, yeah, 65% are enough, okay? And she also has fatal damage protection, so yeah, it's really good all around tanker. I think in terms of versatility, Lilith may be above Mercenary Ramza, okay? And yeah, next I'm gonna talk about the pure physical tanker. The first one, Gladiolus. His 6 stars form is kinda suck, but his 7 stars is pretty good because he has that AoE physical protection and 100% provoke. Other than that, nothing so special about his other tanking capabilities because he doesn't have massive mitigation, doesn't have fatal damage, doesn't have innate provoke. Oh my god, simply standard. But for his extra abilities, we will talk about that later. For Wilhelm, he is the first, if I remember correctly, the 7 stars tank. He has innate provoke, which make him good. He only, yeah, like I said, focus on physical protection, 100% provoke, and he also has 90% physical mitigation, which make him really good on if you only need physical damage protection. Really good character, okay, especially because he is an old character, so I really like him. And finally, another limited character, Demon Rain. I guess he is kinda about the same like Wilhelm in terms of tanking capabilities, okay? He has massive physical damage mitigation, but the only thing he doesn't have is innate provoke, okay? But it's okay, I guess. And next, about magical tank, White Knight No. White Knight No has innate provoke, but it is only 30%, so it is below standard, okay? Usually, you can use Golem to make his provoke into 100%, but you don't need to worry about Golem because he has innate 100% provoke ability, okay? And yeah, the interesting thing about White Knight No is he doesn't have physical or magic mitigation, but his general damage mitigation is pretty big, 75%. So I think the effects are kind of same, okay? He also has fatal damage protection, so really good for magic tank. Next, Cho. Cho is really good, but I think his tanking capabilities are the lowest of all magic tank because if you take a look here, he doesn't have innate provoke and has minus 50% chance of being targeted. So that makes your other character at risk. And yeah, doesn't have provoke, physical protection, like you can see here. Only 1 check. For Awakened Rain, same like Cho, he doesn't have innate provoke. Okay. And yeah, the good thing about Awakened Rain, of course, he has that 90% magic mitigation, which make him really good against enemy magical attack. I mean threshold attack. And finally, the last magic tank, Burial. He doesn't have innate provoke, yes, but yeah, I think he's kinda complete, okay, because he has magic mitigation, has 100% provoke, so really good, only lack fatal damage protection. So I think in terms of tanking capabilities, I think the best is Sick Heart for 2 type protection. For physical, I think the best is Wilhelm, okay. And for magic, for pure magic, I think the best is White Knight Null, because he only has 1 Null. Okay, now let's talk about their side abilities. Let's begin with Sick Heart. Sick Heart, I have said that he is the best in terms of the physical and magic tank, but I think his side abilities are not that good. Okay, his side abilities are Break. His Break 50% are not bad, but I think today you need about 60 to 70% to be safe. So 50% is not that great if you have alternative, okay? It is just so. He also able to break 60% enemy defense and spirit, which are quite good to multiply your damage. But that's it, okay? I don't think he is that good in terms of set abilities, because it is better to bring a real breaker, because 74% breaks are insane. Okay, you won't use Sick Heart break at all. And maybe he can chain with Power Driver if you use Island. Then yeah, Sick Heart is a good partner, but really he doesn't have dual cast, and he is single-handed because he equips shield. So his Power Driver only deal 1-time attack, so it is not a perfect chain. Other good thing about Sick Heart is he able to imperil Earth Resist by 100%, so it is good if you use Earth Elemental attack, okay? And maybe the last thing, it is not good, Charmer. Okay, Charm is good, but yeah, most enemies resist against them, so why bother? It is like, I don't mind even if this charm not exist at all, okay? Because I have fought a lot of enemies and charm doesn't work. For Bosh, he same like Sick Heart, okay? He specializes on break, but yeah, right now his break only 50% per stat, but in the future you can awaken those become 60%, so he will become better breaker than Sick Heart. Also, he has that 65% all stats break against one enemy on the first turn, if I am not mistaken, okay? So it is quite nice. And good thing about Bosh is he able to cast auto re-raise on himself. So maybe if you don't have a healer that able to cast re-raise, Bosh can handle that. And he also able to give you 120% defense and spirit buff. So it is really good if you use a bar type buffer who need a warm up. Okay, you can use Bosh on the first turn to build your defense slowly. And Mercenary Ramza, I don't think his side abilities are that great. Okay, basically he is same specialist on attack and magic break, but it needs a setup, only 45% on the beginning. So yeah, not that good. Maybe the best thing Mercenary Ramza has is he is a good entruster, okay, because he only needs 24 LB to fill his LB, and he has 50% partial LB rate, so you can use this to transfer your LB to your healer. Like maybe, yeah, let's pretend Irit available on the global, you can transfer Mercenary Ramza LB to Irit. Irit LB need 56 LB, so entrust is a good value when you have a character like Irit. Also, he has that all ailments resist. It is good, but maybe not that important. The important thing is the charm resist. But too bad this top resist only 50%, so it is kind of non-existent at all, I guess. And as a magical attack tanker, he has that 25% all elemental resist, so that helps you to build his elemental resist easily, okay, especially if you have King's Armor, Impervious Shield. Oh, it is really easy to get 100% on all elemental resist for Mercenary Ramza. And the last Lilith, she has amazing Divination counter, which make her awesome on the arena, but really, I don't think her stat abilities are that good. She has all stats break resist buff, which is good, but for chaining purpose, I think it is bad, okay? She able to chain with King's Glaive and Aureal Ray. Those two are good, but not the best chaining move on the game, okay? I just state my opinion, but Lilith may be very good for you if you use a character that use those moves. For Gladio, he has one thing that only he that able to do on this game, okay? That is one character protection. He able to move to one character and protect that character from both magic and physical attack, so that's really good. Also, yes, he doesn't have that big physical and magic mitigation, but he has spammable 50 to 55% damage mitigation, so it is pretty big. I believe he able to survive against enemy threshold attack if you use this 55% damage mitigation. And also he has that stub resist. For Wilhelm, it is also same. He specializes on breaking, but you need to choose attack or magic break. The effects are good, 60%, but the point is you cannot inflict both break at the same turn, so that kind of dilemmatic. Okay, he also has 50% to all elements resist, which make him kind of bad but good at the same time. If you have an ability like Shade of Hope from Star Ocean, you only need that, and tada, he has all elements resist. For Awakened Rain, for Demon Rain, I think he is the best provoker because his provoke has 50% mitigation. Whoa, and he has strong counter attack. But like I said on his review video, unless you are well, it is really hard to make him excel on both departments. If you make him into a good tanker with high defense, I believe most players gonna have his attack stats low. But if you try to build his attack high, his defense gonna be low and he will be dead before able to counter the enemy. So yeah, it depends on you. For Demon Rain, he has big potential, but for free-to-play players, for those who doesn't have STMR, maybe he is not that great, okay? But that's just my opinion. Next, White Knight, no, his side abilities are, he is a good mage, and he can chain with Tornado and Freeze, and he also has triple cast, so he can chain really good with Barbaricia and Mediana, okay? He also has powerful counter, but maybe that's useless if the enemy resists against ice. But on the arena, he's insane like Lilith. And for Cho's specialty is he able to heal your party, okay? So he has dual white magic and Kyuraja. He also has Storm, Stop, and Sharp resist, which is really good. And he also able to buff your character with 100% all stats buff, but that kinda need a setup for if you want to cast both of spells at the same turn, okay? So maybe you cannot ditch your buffer, okay? But if you have a character like Auron, then definitely you can ditch your buffer and healer, okay? Simply use Auron on the first turn, break and the stats buff, and then use Cho to defend on the first turn. On the second turn, use Cho cooldown ability so he get an access to sudden wealth. On the third turn, you can use all stats buff, okay, 100%. Really good character, really versatile. For Awakened Rain, his side abilities are he able to heal both health and MP using his LP. It is useful, on some situation, okay, like the recent trial Hasiko, Okay, really good. And he also able to give your party all elements resist and stop resist buff. It is really good if your healer cannot do that. Okay, it really depends on your party setup. But yeah, I really love my Awakened Rain, and I'm not tempted to get any magic tank for my party except for Beryl. I think Beryl is the best AoE magic tank at this moment. Okay, his tanking capabilities are almost perfect, but his side abilities are the things that make him really beast. Okay, first he able to chain with Divine Ruination, Octa Slash, and Chaos Wave. Divine Ruination and Octa Slash are physical attack, but Chaos Wave is a magical. That makes Beryl really versatile character on your party, especially on the future. Most top mages learn Chaos Wave chaining move. Okay, so yeah, Beryl able to chain with future and current characters. Really good character. And he also able to break 50% attack and magic. Maybe not the best, but 50% is still nice. And using his LB, he able to break 74% of all enemy stats. Yes, it only affect one enemy, but wow, it's pretty great. Okay, 74% for a tanker, breaker, and chainer role into one character. Really good character. He also able to imperil 100% light resist. So really guys, I think Beryl is the best here. I don't mind to get Beryl at all. Okay, right now I'm gonna stick with Awakened Rain for magic tank, Seekheart for physical tank, and I'm not interested to get any tanker from this list except for Beryl. Okay, actually I also have Bosh, but yeah, I don't like him that much. Okay, because I already have Seekheart. So in the end, this is my tier list. Okay, like I said, I really like Seekheart and Beryl, so I put those two on SS tier. For S tier character, Cho, Awakened Rain, and White Knight, no, I guess. Okay, for A tier, yeah, Bosh is pretty good because he still hasn't got his awakening, so he may be better on the global, like what they just said on Beatrix. Okay, for Awakened Rain, Lilith, Wilhelm, and sorry guys, what I don't like the most is Mercenary Ramza. Okay, remember that this tier list is purely subjective to my opinion. Okay, there is no, yeah, this is simply opinion. Okay, not like Attacker where I can say the SS tier damage capabilities is better. But really, treat this list as, yeah, my wish list. Okay, because if Gumi asks me which tank you want to get, if I give it for free, I'm gonna pick Beryl and Seekheart. And Mercenary Ramza is the tank that I want the list. Okay, so yep, I think that's all you need to know. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Private CS guide. Bye bye guys.